Hey everybody, Kelly Whitney here, and I'm back with number 4 lesson in my series, Things Older Black Women Should Tell Younger Black Women, but Don't. And the lesson is, don't be afraid of love. Number 4, don't be afraid of love, is about you not living with a guarded heart, okay? There's a lot of bums out here. There's a lot of miscreants, a lot of broke ass mentality having motherfuckers out here who would love to get a young girl who's sweet and in her prime and perfect skin tone and no cellulite. They'd love to get you, okay, and just fuck your whole shit up. I've lived most of my life very, very guarded. And I think that was why I was so mean for so long, because I had my walls up. I was making sure that nobody could hurt me. But here's the thing. You miss out on a lot of things because people see that and it repels certain types of people. A nice person, someone who's kind, someone who maybe wants to enjoy life, they're gonna say, nope, she's too difficult. She might, I don't wanna be bothered with that. That's too problematic. And you can't really blame them, you know? Because I wasn't afraid of platonic love, I have some of the most wonderful women in my life. And I had to drop my guard and allow them, when they made overtures to me of friendship, I had to drop my guard enough to accept those overtures. And when I did, my life was enriched. My life has improved. I mean, I can't even quantify how much better off I am because I opened my heart to friendly love. Opening your heart makes love more fun. It reduces friction. It eases those bumps as two people try to mesh their lives and, stand next to one another with different personalities and perhaps different paths and, different ideas about things. It makes difference easier. Having an open heart and not being afraid of love, I feel like that is very, very akin to being in your feminine energy, because women are nurturers. We're kind, loving creatures. And when you're excessively guarded, I think it goes against your nature. Now, there's loving and then there's hoe shit, okay? Someone who's got an open heart and a loving spirit, predators may see that and come in and try to do what they want to do with you. But you don't need to change who you are as a person. You just need to have your eyes, ears, and hope that you can see the bullshit when it's coming, or at least see the bullshit before it does too much damage to you. Motherfuckers will come in and they'll try and do X, Y, and Z to you, and they may even get you. I wrote on my blog at Treatmebetta.com about this guy who he beat me out of some money. He said, let's just order some food. We can bring it back here. We can watch a movie. We can have a drink, this and that, da-da-da. This was 20 plus years ago, y'all. Because this scenario don't even sound appealing to a bitch these days. But I thought that sounded great at the time. So he orders this seafood, whatever the hell it was. We go there. He passes his credit card over. All of a sudden, his credit card don't work. Where they do that at? You know what I'm saying? And he knew what kind of person I was. I wasn't gonna make a scene. So I just and paid. But I knew in that moment, okay, you got me for the little $30 and shiznage, but that's okay. And I never talked to that Negro again, okay? I went back to his house, politely ate my fill of the food that I purchased, drank as much of his drinks as I chose to drink, got myself some water, got into my vehicle, and rode on to glory. And when you have an open heart, when you have a loving spirit, when you're not afraid of love, those types of things will happen. But you can't let things like that, because everybody's not coming out to date and to have a good time and to be lovey-dovey and cuddle and support and do all the wonderful things that happens when you get the right partner, right? Everybody's not coming like that. Be more discerning about potential partners before you lay down with them, okay? You don't need to be free with your body in order to be loving. You don't need to be free with your spirit, your time, your energy, your womanhood. You don't need to give that away to some knucklehead just because he says you're not cool if you don't do that, okay? Be uncool. Who gives a shit? You're your own person, you're your own woman, and wait to give yourself to somebody until you feel comfortable with them. Don't do it as a reaction to their pressure or their manipulation. That's being a victim. That's being taken advantage of, because we're talking about behavior, right? But the thing that older women should be telling younger women is be loving. Don't be afraid of it. And yes, things are gonna go wrong sometimes, but that doesn't mean you should shut yourself behind a wall and cut yourself off from love, whether it's from romantic partners or friends, because you're afraid of being hurt or you're afraid that someone will abuse your love. Not being afraid of love simply means that you're receptive, you're open, you're engaged, you're willing, you're not guarded. You're not projecting bullshit from past situations onto a new situation. Now, having said that, a pattern is a pattern, and the pattern usually starts with you. In love relationships, I always end up with the same kind of guy, okay? You need to work on that. You need to figure out what it is about you that is accepting this same type of man. Why are you accepting the same type of man? Not being afraid of love, I think, is a hugely important thing for Black women. And I don't think enough older Black women talk to younger Black women about love. And that is why many of us get taken advantage of, because we're not guided, we're not supported. We don't have a sounding board for someone to say, you know, well, have you thought about this? Have you thought about that? Have you thought about this? When the words and the behaviors do not align, there's some fuckery at play there, okay? The man or woman, whether it's a friend or a love partner that truly loves and cares for you, their words and their actions are going to match, because they're coming from a place of sincerity and honesty and care. When their words and their behaviors do not match, that's coming from a place of selfishness, or let me see what I can get out of this bitch. You see what I'm saying? So remember that, because when the whole shit comes down, you gotta be discerning enough and strong enough in yourself that you can say, yo, treat me better. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's lesson number 4. Be loving, have an open heart, don't be afraid of love, and please come back, because I got number 5 ready in my series. Things older Black women should be telling younger Black women, but don't. See you next time.